What's up, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day today, just full of so much positivity and happiness, dude, because I'm probably going to completely ruin it with the topic of today's video, and that, of course, is none other than Dragon Age Veilguard.
Oh my god!
Now, I will take my L in stride because, bro, I thought this game, when it was first showed off, gameplay-wise, let me stress that, actually looked pretty cool. I liked the more action-centric combat of the reveal footage they showed off because personally I had zero interest in the previous entries in the Dragon Age franchise. I tried to play Dragon Age 2 back in the day and never got into it. I bought Dragon Age the Inquisition on PS4 when that console came out, never really got into it, and overall, man, I've just never really been a Dragon Age fan. Now, I have been a Mass Effect fan for a very long time. I absolutely love the Mass Effect trilogy. I even enjoyed Andromeda, so fucking sue me if you want to, but whatever. The point is I've always wanted a more action-centric Dragon Age type game, something more in line with a game like Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning, which if you have not played this game, it is an absolute hidden gem from the Xbox 360 generation that is criminally underrated and is a lot of fun, and if you like action role-playing games, you should definitely go buy and play that instead of this heaping pile of shit known as Dragon Age Veilguard. But when they first showed off gameplay footage, I thought the game reminded me a lot of that, just a lot more polished, and honestly, I had genuine interest in Dragon Age Veilguard. I thought the combat actually looked good, and despite the fact that the characters looked like they were ripped straight out of Fortnite and just were fugly all the way around, I was willing to overlook that if the gameplay experience was promising. Now, what I am not willing to overlook is what I was presented with a few days ago when I was scrolling through X, and that, of course, is the most disgustingly woke character creation system I have ever seen in a modern video game, and now you get to gaze upon it too.
But he, him, she, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there. I absolutely was blown away by this. It's beautiful to see the inclusion in the game and to see yourself represented.
That's right, guys. In a magical fantasy universe where you can literally transform and modify your body in various ways using magic and sorcery and alchemy, whatever the fuck, bro. It's a fucking fantasy setting. You can transform using a variety of different methods. In a fantasy setting like that, the developers took it upon themselves to impose a mental illness surgery slider into the game that allows your character to have scars on their chest where they got their tits cut off in a gender affirming surgery, dude. I mean, this is absolutely insane, man.
Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there.
For a modern gaming audience.
You know, personally, I thought the entire point of having like this transgender shit is so that you could identify as the opposite gender to which you were born. So wouldn't a woman who wanted to be a man just create a normal male character in the game instead of one that has disgusting chest scars and is a Frankenstein-like abomination? But no, of course not, because they don't want to be normal in any way. They want to be special little snowflakes that stand above everybody else because they're just so wonderful. Dude, it's not about equality, it's not about being treated normally, it's about special treatment, and it always fucking has been, and this is absolutely no different. Now, this has to be one of the most egregiously woke, disgusting character creation options I have ever seen in a modern AAA video game. I mean, this sets a new low bar for the industry, which is very impressive, and it's pretty sad to think about because Bioware was genuinely considered to be one of the best game developers in the industry, at least the Western gaming industry, for quite some time during their run with the Mass Effect trilogy. And don't get me wrong, BioWare has always had woke, leftist kind of political ideology in their game and their plots, but there was always a thing called subtlety, which, by the way, in case you couldn't tell, is completely dead in the modern gaming landscape because developers have decided that not only do they need to make video games and interject their political beliefs into it, but they need to make sure sure it's so painfully obvious that it's being shoved down your throat at every single opportunity in their effort to try and re-educate people into what they perceive as the morally correct viewpoint on all the important, social issues facing our time in the modern gaming landscape. So this, of course, is not surprising, but at the same time, it is definitely a new low for the modern AAA gaming industry. I mean, shit, man, this makes the Starfield guy look like a fucking prophet.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
For a modern gaming audience.
Which, if I forgot to mention, yes, of course, pronouns are prevalent in this game, and you could pick your choice of whatever it might be.
But he, him, she, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity.
Fucking pronouns!
For a modern gaming audience.
But of course, under further inspection, the situation only gets worse and worse. Of course, the chest and ass size slider has been completely nerfed in this game, basically not allowing you to have any form of female sex appeal whatsoever. So much for representation, right?
Love that. Love the inclusivity.
So yeah, if you have a normal female build in any way, shape, or form, you don't get to be represented in this game, but someone who suffered self-inflicted body mutilation, they get to be represented, but women with normal body types, absolutely not, bro, because once again, it's not about being treated equally. It's not about being treated like a normal human being. It has always been about getting special treatment and feigning victimhood in order to gain attention and farm sympathy from people who are too dumb to realize what's even going on here. I mean, this is just the perfect example of everything wrong with modern video games, and it makes me happy that the Western video game industry is burning by the fucking wayside, and all these people will hopefully lose their jobs when this game inevitably bombs, because I don't know anyone with a normal mind that's gonna see this type of shit and be like, you know what? That's the type of game that I want to support, because that brings me to my next point. Now, originally I was going to buy this game and review it because, while the gameplay did actually look pretty good to me overall, I figured the story would be an absolute train wreck given the director and just the current state of Bioware, but I couldn't have imagined it was going to be this bad. So personally, I'm kind of at the standpoint right now where I don't want to buy this game in any way, shape, or form, because I think it's very important that as few people as possible buy this shit so it's an absolute commercial failure and just flops and hopefully leads to the closure of Bioware, because a studio that's injecting this amount of just absolute insanity into their game, I don't really think deserves to exist at that point. I mean, these are people who probably actively hope you would lose your job if you said something like you're voting for Trump, so I don't really feel too bad wishing for these people to lose their jobs at this point, because they're not the type of people who are very nice, let's just say. But yeah, I don't even want to play this game ironically. I don't want to stream it to laugh at it. I really don't want to support this game in any way, shape, or form, and I don't want to contribute in any way, shape, or form to this game being slightly more successful than it's probably going to be, because I truly think this game will and deserves to bomb. And any amount of money you can withhold from this game, especially at launch, the better, because it's going to make that effect even more profound to EA leadership and point them in the right direction of who to be angry at. So as things stand right now, I do not think I'm going to buy this game to stream it or review it, because personally, I really just don't want to help this game even indirectly, because if I buy it just to shit on it, it's a false positive to EA that this is what people like. So it's like all the people that bitched about that Velma show and then went and hate watched the entire series, and it got such great viewership that HBO renewed it for another 2 seasons, because it doesn't matter if you like it or not. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie, and that's what these companies follow. So the most important thing to see will be the lack of people buying and playing this game at launch, and that will send the clearest message possible, no matter how many negative reviews of this game or videos get uploaded shitting on it. The most important thing is people don't show up to purchase it on day one, because that is the only metric most companies even fucking care about. Look at how every single FIFA game, every single NBA game, every Madden, every single sports sports game out there gets absolutely review bombed continuously year over year. But guess what all those people are doing who are review bombing it? They're still buying it. They're still showing up day one, and EA is going to keep selling the exact same shit over and fucking over again, because at the end of the day, money talks, bullshit walks, and personally, I don't want to contribute to this game in any way. Now, granted, I'm sure upon making this video, a wonderful member of my community will donate for me to play this game on stream, and just going ahead and getting ahead of that, I will say, please give me the money, but do not do it to make me play this game, because holy shit, bro, if there's one type of game we should not be supporting, it is fucking this. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on this absolutely disgustingly woke abomination that is Dragon Age Veilguard. What are your thoughts on the whole character creation controversy? Will you be picking this game up? Does it look interesting to you still? You know, maybe I'll pick this shit up pre-owned later down the line, because at least that way EA won't get a fucking dime from me. But overall, I really have zero intention of buying or playing this game as things sit right now, because holy shit, dude, there are plenty of games coming out in 2024, and this is definitely not one of them that you need to pick up. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it. I would greatly appreciate it. And as always, I do want to thank you all so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video, and for all the recent support as well. You guys are the fucking best, and I really do appreciate it. So with that said, I will catch you guys next time.